Looks like someone had a crazy time at the potpourri party.
Yeah, you could say that.
Did something happen?
Yeah, basically, I was, snooping around, and I talked to the deer man a few days ago.
Really? You didn't tell me.
Well, yeah, he's actually the person who's been responsible for the past couple of exposés for the porpoise. I mean, he hangs out in the woods all day, so that's how he finds all his stuff. And, speaking of the woods, earlier I was walking in the woods and I saw Teresa.
Well, I mean, Teresa's pretty shady, but a lot of people go into the woods to smoke and talk.
Well, okay. But tonight at the party, I also saw this really strange stuff.
What kind of stuff?
It was spray cans and goggles, the sort of stuff that people would use to vandalize. But why would they want to do that?
So Teresa could have something to fix.
What?
Well, Teresa needed a campaign platform, right? And so if she and her friends were vandalizing the school, then she could promise to fix it. And once she got elected, boom, instant delivery. Teresa's in charge, she gets what she wants, and everybody's under the rule of the Potpourri Club.
But if they weren't sure that they were going to get all these votes, why did they still rig the election?
Because if she got caught, she could just pay off a member of the club to take her fall.
And the woods are the perfect place for them to plan and do all this crazy stuff. I mean, like you said, people hang out in the woods, and Teresa said to me that they were collecting leaves, and of course that could be a great cover-up. I guess that's how Deer Man knew everything.
They must have suspected him somehow, though, because I noticed... Well, I was walking in the woods the other day, and I walked past this trashed campsite. Probably his, right?
Yeah, I saw the same thing.
Maybe they saw what you saw that day of the election. Deer Man was talking to Robin. They probably thought that she was acting Belle and that he was her main source.
Do you know our English lit professor, Dr. Matthews? Well, I also saw a picture of him at the party tonight, and I think that she's trying to blackmail the school. Alright, I gotta call this in. Yes, security? Yes, this is Sydney Popple. I'm an RA here. I think I know who's been vandalizing campus. Oh, okay, I'll be there in a few minutes. Yes, security wants to talk to me in person, so I'm gonna go there now. Alright, see you later.
Right. Shit.
They're running late.
Anyone seen Sydney? She's usually not late for this kind of thing.
I haven't seen her, but I'd love to get an interview.
Sorry, I thought it was gonna be late. I had to drag this one out of bed.
Dude, this is gonna be so wicked.
Yeah. Hey, Sid, since they're running late, do you think I could talk to you before about
Hey, Sydney, I heard it was you who called us into the campus police.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, I got help figuring all this stuff out.
Would I be able to get an interview? Just something quick before we go in.
I'd have more time after, but sure.
Yeah, great. If you talk after, then I can talk to you before about.
Hi.
Oh, hey, what brings you here?
I just wanted to say congratulations and good luck in there. I'm so proud of you.
Hey Ryan, could you maybe give me and Sydney a second? I just need to talk to her about something about the meeting.
All right. Jeez, I just came to say hi.
Well, I was wondering if we could talk over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, At this time, I would like to invite in community assistants and members of the Student Government Association and reporters from the student newspaper. Inside, only.
Listen, before we start...
May I have your full attention, please? I'd like to get started. It's always disappointing when we have to convene these meetings, but I want to remind everybody that I expect respectful and professional behavior from everyone. Now, Ms. Silver, will you inform everybody why we are here today?
As president of the Judicial Board, it is my duty to inform you that we are here to discuss sanctions to be taken against Teresa Valance and other members of the Potpourri Club, who aided her vandalizing the campus and unfairly manipulating student government elections. Ms. Valance, it is now your turn to defend your actions.
I would like to start out by saying that some really awful things have happened here this semester, and I completely understand the need to investigate the crimes and punish the perpetrators. However, I'd like to point out that the case against my friends and I is very circumstantial, and I believe it is based more on the need to prove that the administration is punishing someone than to actually stop the crimes. It is much more likely that someone else, who conveniently enough happens to be in this room, was actually responsible.
I'm sorry?
I think it is common knowledge that it was Sydney Popple who called in the accusation against my friends and I. However, I think there has been a serious flaw in the investigation and handling of this situation, because I can prove that Sydney is the anonymous reporter who has been causing so many problems for our community. I think the board will have a difficult time proving that my friends and I haven't been framed. It makes perfect sense if you think about it. If the reporter had been the one to commit the crimes, then she would have known about them happening first. She would have been able to write about them in her column and dazzle everyone with her inside knowledge. When things started getting serious, Sydney got scared and dumped her things in my apartment while she was at my party. Why else would she have been there? She wasn't on the guest list.
You said you can prove it.
Certainly.
Wait, I'm not the reporter here, though.
We'll hear what Ms. Valance has to say, and then you'll get your turn to rebut. Ms. Valance?
The evidence all adds up. Sydney was obviously involved in the investigation, so she would have had an excuse to know all the details of the crimes. She also had access to the evidence, so she could have easily destroyed anything that she didn't want campus security looking at too closely. Also, her roommate is a reporter for the paper, so she could have easily slipped her Acton Bell columns to an editor.
I saw her there last week. She was in the editor's office, and nobody goes there unless they work there.
It all adds up.
Were you in the paper's office, Ms. Popple?
Well, yeah, but I was going to talk to the editor-in-chief. He can back me up on this. I was trying to figure out who Acton Bell was.
She wanted to know who Acton Bell was.
Did you find out?
No.
Of course you didn't. If she had made a scene pretending that she didn't know who the anonymous reporter was, then she would have just strengthened her own alibi. I'm willing to bet that Acton Bell would have disappeared in a few weeks anyway, and that Sydney would have gotten credit for having scared her off. It's like all the other crimes. She creates the problem so that she can be the hero when she is the only one who knows how to solve it.
Is this true, Sydney?
No.
I will be talking to your supervisors to do some more investigation of these accusations. In the meantime, any discussion of sanctions will have to be suspended.
It was me.
Ms. West?
I'm the anonymous reporter. I can prove that I am. I have the password to the email address with the Acton Bell articles. Sydney is telling the truth. I know by being anonymous I made a lot of people mad, but I believe it's my right to inform the student body about information on campus, and if I wasn't doing my job, they wouldn't be able to get it. I wouldn't have been able to do my job if I revealed my identity. The administration would have told me to stop, or the people committing the crimes would have targeted me. And anyways, my source wouldn't go to the campus police.
Ms. West, who exactly is your source?
I can't reveal that information.
Ms. West, you're in front of a judicial board. You will reveal your source.
Your Honorable Mr. President, sir?
Yes, Mr.
It's just Oliver, dude. I just wanted to point out that we've been here like a freaking long time. And Teresa hasn't even said she didn't do it.
Well, Ms. Valance, I suppose you haven't been asked directly. Did you commit or did you instruct and help others to commit these crimes that we're investigating today? And remember, you are in front of a judiciary body. Any lies will bode very badly for you. That goes for all of you.
It just... She threatened us! She would fail us out of all of our classes if we didn't do exactly what she said. And she has the power to do it. Ow!
Wait, why are we all in so much trouble? I thought we were a club formed to appreciate the art of potpourri.
Ms. Valance, it is clear to me that you have lied, and that you have gotten others to lie for you, and you tried to frame another student for the problems that you caused, and in front of a judiciary committee. The Potpourri Club is hereby disbanded, officially, and all of its former members are officially on probation until further investigation. Ms. West, Miss Popple, I'd like to see you in my office tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. sharp. This meeting is adjourned.
Look, Sydney,
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry that you what? You're sorry that you lied to me? You're sorry that you made me look like an idiot following Robin around for no reason? You're sorry for using me to get all your information for your articles? What?
I'm sorry I couldn't tell you. I had to be anonymous. And I wouldn't have been able to get the information out there otherwise. If anyone knew, it wouldn't have worked.
Oh yeah, is it getting the information or is it trying to impress the entire campus, including my girlfriend, and having this perfect image of this heroic writer, woman, person, and trying to have a nice resume?
It wasn't like that. Nothing happened with Ryan, and I wasn't even trying to do, like...
Oh yeah, look me in the eye and tell me that playing the hero didn't have anything to do with it. I don't want to be late.
Hello?
Caitlin, you're not going to believe this.
What's up?
There is a small mountain of messages for you here down at the paper office. The Post, the Sun, other college papers. Everyone's pretty impressed with Acton Bell.
That's great, Jamie. I'll be by later to pick things up.
Okay. You know, you could have told me. I still would have printed the articles anonymously.
Yeah. Jamie, I've got to meet the president, so I've got to go.
Oh, that's right. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, April, you can file that whole stack under financials. Well, if it isn't the two women of the hour, well, I'm really glad that you could have this little meeting. I presume you know why we're here. I wanted to personally thank you both for the work you've been doing to bring the little college problem to an end. You both have shown such a sense of service and responsibility to the Fillmore campus. Even though your methods were a little bit unorthodox, you really did make it possible for the college to go back to being peaceful and a safe environment. Well, and on a personal note, I want to say how inspiring it has been to see the two of you working so closely together and supporting each other so much all the way from the beginning. Now, Sydney, I think you have known the true identity of Acton Bell right from the beginning, huh? I mean, how could you not? I mean, you're roommates, right? And I admire the fact that you didn't reveal the true identity of your friend, even when suspicion was pointed at you. Well, and Caitlin, I think it was just admirable the way that you stepped forward and went to bat for your friend. Now, if you don't mind me asking, how did you know it was the Potpourri Club?
Well, we got all the pieces and put them together.
Well, Sydney did most of it, really.
No, there's no need to be modest here, Ms. West. Certainly you were slipping some tips to your friend here, Miss Popple, before you went to print?
Not measurably.
Ah, then it was the other way around. Miss Popple here was helping you get your stories. Well, don't worry, Sydney. There's not going to be any punishment for you helping out your friend here. Well, glad we could have this little chat. Now, as you can imagine, it's pretty busy. The investigation going on, and I'd really better get back to work.
Excuse me, I'd like to apply for a room change for a single.
I'm sorry, we don't have any single rooms available right now. But if you fill these out, we'll add you to the wait list, but there's no guarantee.
Well, I'm an RA. Is there any way that I have some sort of special privilege? I can
Why
move
would
up the
you
wait
want to
list?
move rooms this late in the semester?
Roommate issues.
Fill those out.
Okay.
Hey. Ryan said I'd find you here. I know you probably don't want to talk to me right now, but I just don't see you in the room anymore.
That's because I've been busy applying for a room change.
I just wanted to tell you something about Ryan.
What's there to talk about? It's pretty obvious that you had a thing for her.
Well, yeah, I like Ryan, but I would never go behind your back like that. And anyways, she sent me some letters. But it was before she knew who I was, and it's nothing personal, just like fangirl stuff. And once it came out that I was Acton Bell, it's not like she was still interested or anything.
Wait, so you mean once she found out that you were you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for lying to you. I was telling the truth when I said it was important in order to get the information out, but it was kind of fun to be the masked hero. And grad school and stuff. But I shouldn't have lied to you, and I'm sorry that it caused so much trouble for you and Oliver.
Yeah, this whole thing was pretty devastating for Oliver.
Okay, well, if you feel like talking to me, I'll be around.
We're about to close for the day, but if you want to take those home and bring them back, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about it for a few days. Thanks
Hey, Buck, need a ride?